Hey guys, how's it going? I just wanted to make this video briefly because it's a partial celebration, partial thank you to everyone on my channel. Because I feel like I haven't really done enough to celebrate the wonderful patrons that have kept me going this entire time, that have helped me make this channel what it is today. And now that I'm finally at 3,000 subscribers, literally 10 times the amount I had back when I first got my first patron, I felt it was a fitting time for me to reach out and truly from the bottom of my heart say thank you for all the help they've given me over the years. You know, now actual years, now that I think about it. It's such a weird concept at this point. But I feel like at the end of my videos, me just giving a shout out to all of them isn't quite as personalized as it is. And that's why I'm going to be starting a new trend from here going forward, in that every single video I produce now that's not a reaction content, because that's kind of cheap and quick to make. But like if it's a fully produced video, I will now sit down and directly thank the new patrons that have joined in the intervening time between fully produced videos. But that of course raises the question of, what about all the patrons that have signed on before then? All the patrons I have now that I've only been given kind of lip service to? Well, that's what this video is here for. I've printed out a long list of names. Some of you I know personally, some of you I have talked to, some of you that I've interacted with at extended length on the Discord. That I've thanked you on the Discord, at least I've tried to. I just wanted to say, make this video to be a great big shout out to you guys. To show you guys that I wouldn't be here without your love and support. So I'll try and tailor these as best I can to what I know about you guys. But and if I forget some of you, I apologize. There are 31 of you now. There was 32 if you counted Adam, who again had to drop, but that's perfectly fine. But yeah, so let's get to it. First on the list is Ben L, and Ben has been with me, I know for a fact, for quite some time. He's one of my main supporters on fanfiction.net, and has been actually my main beta reader for just about the big things that I've written recently. That Which Fulfills, if you read any of that, if you read that fanfiction, that he edited that, and without him it would not be half the piece it turned out to be. He's edited Forged Within Flame, which is up and coming. I'm just waiting on the cover art for that, but that should hopefully be releasing within the month. So thank you, Ben. You've been a wonderful supporter. Mercuri Mercenari, I hope I got your name right. It's kind of hard to... I'm not sure if... I think it's Italian. I hope I'm getting that right. But I recognize you very clearly because you're the one that makes formatting those end cards really difficult. And I always have fun trying to word out your name in my head every single time I see it. If you're wondering why you're always near the bottom of the list, it's just kind of how the flow of the chart works. I'm sorry they always kind of wind up somewhere down there, or maybe in the middle if you're lucky. I try to give you some proper space. Christopher, Drew Cranford, you two, I've not really interacted, I don't think, with you guys. I mean, to be fair, I haven't interacted with Mercuri either, but your contributions are wonderful to have at my side. Tyler Simpson, well, we've talked a lot about some of our favorite things, discussed a lot about RWBY in our personal times. You were a friend before you became a patron, so I'm glad to have you at my side as well. I'm glad we could bond over things such as our love of Gundam, even if my knowledge of Gundam is comparatively lacking to yours. DB, Randy Denny, and Brandon Ivany Smithies. Brandon Ivany Smithies. You three, again, another trio that I haven't really interacted with too much. I don't believe so. Again, if I have interacted with you, I should make this clear. If I have interacted with you on like Discord and you go under a different name, that's probably why. I don't directly associate you, even though I probably should. But you guys have been with me for quite some time now. Certainly, Smithies, you make formatting very interesting. I had to cut the Ivany out of your name, even though it is my favorite part of your name. So I wish I could give you more space on the card, but again, I'm working with a lot of limited space on those things. Iskedguwad, we've talked a couple of times on the Discord. You've been a part of some of our reactions. You're a fun guy to be around. You have a really cool name. It's kind of interesting how few people can actually pronounce that, but again, I think that just comes from me living in a very an area very proud of their Native American heritage. So there's like those kinds of pronunciations come very naturally. You're a cool guy to have around, and I can't wait to talk to you more. Evan Rose, another gentleman. I'm not entirely sure if I've ever talked to you before. I wish I could say something more. If you're ever on the Discord, hit me up. I'd love to have a chat. This applies for everyone. There's a lot of people on here that I haven't had direct comment with. I feel really guilty about that. But if you ever want to chat and you're one of my patrons, just hit me up on the Messenger there, or on the Discord, or hell... Oh wait, you can't message me on YouTube anymore. Not that my YouTube. MorosePotato, buddy, I don't know... You and I already know each other quite well. We've butt heads on quite a few occasions as it is. He's the one that eventually dragged me almost screaming and crying to watch Evangelion, though that was more through pure peer pressure than it was anything else. Good to have you around, man, and, well, I do give you shit for being a really tough critic. I understand that that's all through love, and I appreciate how harsh you can be on not only the works of others, but on the works of my own. Because that harshness helps me become a better writer. Malik Reeves, I know there was some discussion about your name before. You've commented quite a lot, I believe, on my channel. I think you're in the Discord. There was another Malik in the Discord, and I remember that we had a whole conversation about different names, where I called one of you Malik. Doesn't matter. One of you is Malik, one of you is Malik. I'm not entirely sure how to distinguish that. But you're awesome, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Giovanni macchione. A lot of interesting Italian names. At least I think Italian. Maybe it's Sicilian. I don't know. Mediterranean. I'll try and be catch-all with that. A nice Mediterranean name. You're another one that's fun to reformat that thing with, because every single time I get a name that seems slightly longer than I can put at the top or the bottom, I have to kind of refinagle you and everyone else. Same with Warclam, who I remember very distinctly he gave me the donation. I came to my Patreon after a pretty extended conversation I think we had on one of my videos. I think he was a guy that I managed to win over, and I can't thank you enough for joining me, Warclam. That's a leap of faith. After talking with a person for only a short period of time, and I hope you're getting out of this what you hope to get out of it. Sasie. I mean, if any of you watched North Galaxy's stream the other day, there was a game with me, her, Sasie, and Fat Man where we played Monster Prom. Sasie, you are one of the most adorable, soft-spoken people, and absolutely the most cutthroat bitch I've ever met in my life, and I love you to death for it. Thank you so much for being my patron for such a long time, and I can't wait to hang out with you next. Kiracharon, who has actually been a close friend of mine for the last... even before RWBY, I would say. He's been a friend of mine on Facebook, on my personal Facebook, for quite some time. It's great to have you on board. If you guys remember, he's commissioned me for quite a few videos. At least one, I should say. But, man, you're awesome. Thank you so much for contributing to my Patreon. I have to get back to you about a future commission. I know that I still owe you one. I've been working on so many different things, so many different chefs in the kitchen, that I want to make sure that whatever I finally get to you is as good of product as it can be. Masen Means, another gentleman that I've not had too much of an interaction with. Thank you so much for contributing. I hope you're enjoying all the content thus far, and I hope you stick with us. Astro, my friend, you and I have talked quite a bit. You're another one of the fun-loving members of the Tundra that just goes in for everything for the shits and giggles, it seems, and I couldn't enjoy that attitude more. It really adds a certain je ne sais quoi to all of our little group meetings. Every single time we sat down to watch Darling, you're a fun and enjoyable guy to be around, especially when you're talking shit. Thank you so much for being my patron. Robert Black, I believe, have discussed a couple of... we've had a few comment chains, I believe, talking back and forth, especially on my Fixing RWBY videos. I mean, a lot of these people came from my Fixing RWBY videos. I can't thank you enough for being my patron and sticking by me. Now, I hope you've enjoyed all the videos thus far, and I would love to hear more from you. Comment or message alike. Kathy. Now this is a name that I've remembered a little more distinctly. I do remember more conversations with you, Kathy. Oh, I don't remember the actual conversations. That's the thing. I'm trying to recall everyone's all the conversations I've had, but there's just so many people here that I can't keep it all straight. I know for a fact that you have been a consistent commenter on my videos, and you've left some very, very cool and awesome ideas. I think one or two that I've definitely picked up from my Fixing series. So I want to thank you so much for being such an active member of the community and really adding to my channel. Thank you so much for being my patron. Dashi Lee does not need any introduction. You see, if you saw the last reaction video, she jumped in. Anyone in the Tundra knows her. She is an active presence. She's sort of the mama of our Discord. She is... Dashi, you're an absolute delight. Everyone loves you. I love you. Don't change. Don't change. Just keep on being absolutely wonderful. Joseph Zinga and Sunrise Land, another two gentlemen, or gentlewoman that I have not had the pleasure of directly conversing with, I don't believe. Again, you guys are awesome. You can come talk to me whenever you want. Hopefully I'll have the time to talk to you. I can say that I absolutely love your name, Joseph. It's fantastic. Oh, my camera is running out of battery. If you're wondering about the sudden change in lighting and positioning, the camera died, so I had to re-record these last few. So sorry for that weird jump. Also, my mom is trying to print things, and I have no way of really telling her to stop. So hopefully it doesn't get in the way. Ivan Martinez, man, you've been one of my biggest contributors over the years, or months, I guess, at this rate with you. And I know that I've been needing to get back to you about making that commission work with you. I swear to get back to you about it. I've been kind of busy recently. I have a few more things going on this month, so hopefully we can sit down and hash that out. I know we've been trying to figure out a good topic for me to cover on your behest. But all the same, thank you for your contribution. It's been wonderful having you along for the ride. High-powered, man, I know you not only patroned me, but you also gifted me Tarkov, and I have not had a chance to even download it. I made a profile, I'm set to download it, but I haven't had the time to really enjoy. There are dozens of games I've barely been able to enjoy myself, but that's an excuse at this point. You've been just wonderful. You're so knowledgeable on weapons that I'm going to come to you from now on to discuss things in the future for certain projects. So it's been wonderful having you on, and thank you so much for being my patron. Kate Morning, another person I think that we do interact fairly frequently on the Discord, just not super in depth. You mostly type. I don't think you really jump into our conversations too often. And even then, I don't recall having spoken to you necessarily. Just having your voice, your type instead of a voice. But it's been wonderful having you along with the ride. Thank you so much for patroning. It means so much to me. It really does. North Galaxy, wonderful lass. I was actually, as I mentioned with Sasie, I was on North's stream playing Monster Prom with Fat Man, her and Sasie, just the other day. Go check out her channel. I promise you that there's not too much there at current, but she has some actually delightful streams, some absolutely wonderful streams. So please go give her some love. Go tell her that she is just an absolute wonderful treat. Alexandre Thomas is on the list. I believe I've interacted with you quite a bit. You're someone I met from the Facebook group, I want to say. Sorry I haven't been quite as active in that chat as a while. The Rooster Teeth Critics group has been kind of off to the wayside for me for a little while. But I'm so glad to have you on board. It's fun having that group of friends come to support me. And I really hope that I can make something that makes you proud. And as for the last three, who are the most recent additions that have only joined in the last week or so, thanks to, I want to say, Fixing RWBY Part 4, Saya, Marcus Reese, and Buck S18. Buck S18, I know for a fact, has made his presence known on the Discord. I look forward to getting to know you guys if you want to interact with me. Again, mostly through the Discord. But I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking the leap of supporting me, and I hope, so hope, that the work that I do matches the quality you're expecting. Now, as such, this video is already long enough as it is. For anyone curious, I will be cutting off the input on Fixing RWBY Part 4. I think most of it's quieted down as is. So I'll be cutting off the reply rate very, very soon and getting to work on actually replying on this. I already have my next video in the wings of editing. It's going to be a shorter piece related to Halo. Just give you guys a kind of an update. It should be out next month at some point. A much shorter compared to RWBY Volume 4, but short in general, about 10 minutes. Just a nice, quick, and easy video, kind of a breather after the long madness that was Fixing RWBY. And then after that, I have a number of different videos planned, but I'm not really sure which one to go with quite yet. I might look for some fan input, might not. I'll debate that. But for now, I want to thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart for supporting me and the channel. And I couldn't have done this without you guys. I really couldn't. And words escape me at how much gratitude I want to extend to you guys. I keep saying it's a risk, it's a gamble, it's taking a leap, because a lot of YouTubers don't even reach where I've gotten. They don't reach 3,000 subs. They don't reach 31 patrons. So for even where I am, even if it's not yet enough to completely sustain me, it's enough to emotionally sustain me, and for now, that's all I'm looking for. Thank you so much, guys, and catch you all on the flip side.